How to use the pattern presets in Photoshop CC 2020. The patterns have been updated in much the same way as shapes, styles and gradients. There is now a patterns panel. So much easier to use and access all your patterns. To access the panel, go to the Windows menu and Patterns. All the pattern panels in Photoshop are now the same, so go to Layer Styles, Pattern Stamp, etc. All identical. Select one of the pattern presets in the Patterns panel and drag to the document. It will create a new pattern fill layer. You can drag and also click new patterns to that layer. The displayed pattern layer will be updated. You can try out all your patterns by clicking the pattern presets. Go to the Layers panel and double click the pattern fill. In the pattern fill panel, you can change the pattern, the scale, etc. Photoshop also has some new patterns. You got trees, grass and water. I'm surprised they didn't add bricks, plaster, weaves, tartan, plastic, etc. as well as more abstract designs. You can use the panel to quickly experiment with all your patterns. These patterns were imported. They were created in Patterno. You can import your own patterns and try them out as well. The patterns are now grouped. You can group all your patterns, making it much easier to find. The patterns do not need to be in groups, but it just makes it a lot easier to use. Going to the top of the Patterns panel, you can find the most recent patterns used. A great way of clicking and adding the patterns most recently used. Go to the top of the panel and the right side to find the Patterns menu. You can use the menu to create new pattern presets. I'll show that later. You can also create a new group. Select the New Pattern Group command. Give the group a name such as Patterns 1. Click OK to generate the group. The new group is added at the bottom of the panel. Select the group. Flatten the current image via the Layer menu and Flatten Image. Go to the Tools panel and select the Rectangular Marquee tool. Select part of the image. Go to the right side menu and New Pattern Preset. Give the not very seamless pattern a name. Click OK. The pattern will be added and it will be added to the current selected group. As it's a new group, it will be the only pattern. Select another group and then go to the right side menu. Select the New Pattern Preset command, give it a name and click OK. If you expand the group, you will find the pattern at the bottom of that group. Select another pattern in that group. Go to the right side menu and New Pattern Preset, give it a name, click OK. It will be added adjacent to the selected pattern. You can use this approach to build up a collection of thousands of patterns very quick and easily. Hopefully better than the one I've just created. You can also rename a pattern by selecting it and going to the right side menu and using the rename command. You can also delete as well. You can right click the pattern and also use rename or delete that way. Right clicking the pattern, you can also import and export patterns as well as new pattern presets, etc. Going back to the right side menu, you can change the thumbnail size, display as a list or text, show recents where you can see the recent patterns along the top, restore the patterns, I'm not going to do that, import patterns, you can import PAT files. Sadly, there's no PNG import. Once you've selected the import, you can now browse for your PAT files. You can find many thousands on the web, as well as your own. Select a file or files and click Open. This will take a bit of time. It's quite a large patterns file. The patterns PAT file was created quite a while back. I'm not certain if all formats of PAT file are imported. The format has been around for quite a while. Any files imported are imported as a group and given that name. You can expand the group and now you can see all the patterns. You can expand as well as close the group. You can select the group, you can go to the right side menu and rename and delete. You can do the same by right clicking the group and deleting or renaming the group. You can reorder the patterns. You can move them around. So select a pattern and drag. You can drag them to a new group. You can drag them around a current group. Maybe create a group of your favourite patterns and drag the patterns into that. You can also select multiple patterns and then drag those to new groups or drag them around a current group as well. You can spend many fun hours reorganising your patterns. You can also do the same with groups. You can select a group and then move that around, reorder the groups. You may wish your most favourite patterns group to be right at the top, so you can move that to the top of the panel. You can also export the patterns. Select a number of patterns and then go to the right side menu, click the Export Selected Patterns. Browse to your patterns folder, give the file a name and click Save. I'm going to click Cancel. A great way of saving your patterns to another folder or perhaps saving it to a cloud server. The patterns panel's functionality is really great, but how to use the patterns? Select a pattern and drag to the document. A new pattern fill layer will be created. Go to the Layers panel, double-click the pattern fill layer. You can modify the scale, you can also change the pattern as well. The panel is the same as the Patterns panel. Click OK. Go back to the Patterns panel, drag patterns from the panel to the layer, or just click the pattern presets to apply. The current fill will be updated. You can use this approach to quickly preview all your patterns in your Patterns panel. They also use the current pattern scale. You can then experiment with all your pattern designs. The pattern thumbnail in the Layers panel is also updated with the new pattern. If you want more than one layer, you can add additional layers. Hold down the Alt or Option key and then drag the pattern to the document. That will create a new pattern fill layer on top of the existing one. The pattern scale is set back to the default 100%. You can rescale by double-clicking the layer. You can add many pattern layers using that approach. To see them, go to the Layers menu and change the blending mode, or mask or opacity. In the Layers panel, double-click the pattern to change the scale as well as move the position of the pattern. You can use this approach to create many combinations of pattern designs. Go to the Layer menu and Flatten Image. You can now use the image for patterns. Go over to the Tools, select the Rectangular Marquee tool, create a selection. Go to the Patterns panel and right side menu, select New Pattern Preset, give it a name and click OK. It will be added to the Patterns panel adjacent to the last selected pattern or a last entry of a group. You can now select a different area of the image and repeat the New Pattern Preset command. Add in many new patterns to your Patterns panel. Select one of those patterns and drag it onto the document to create a new pattern layer. Double-click the entry in the Layers panel to change the scale as well as the pattern position. Click OK. You now have your pattern design quickly created using the Patterns panel. The Patterns panel can be found, as mentioned before, in the Window menu. Super useful new feature of Photoshop. I'm going to flatten the image now, so go to the Layer menu and Flatten Image. You can access the patterns in many other ways. Go to the Tools panel and select the Ellipse tool. Set the Shape Layer option, that's at the top left, and draw an ellipse on the document. For the circle, go to the Fill section at the top of the screen. Click on the fill and go to the last entry, the Patterns. The panel displayed will show exactly the same structure as the Patterns panel, groupings, etc. All the pattern panels are now the same. Click on the pattern presets to change the pattern fill. Experiment with all the presets. You can also go to the right side menu and you will find many of the commands are there as well, such as import, export, etc. You can also use patterns with styles, so go to the Layer menu, Layer Style and Pattern Overlay. Click on the pattern in the centre of the panel. The Patterns panel is the same as the others. Select a new pattern. Sadly, Pattern Overlay is only offered once within the panel. Add the pattern overlay to the shape. You now have a combination of two patterns. If you want to combine more than two patterns to an object, then you'll have to use Smart Objects. Convert it into a smart object and apply a pattern overlay and repeat over and over. I'm going to cancel the style. You can also access the patterns via the Pattern Stamp in the Tools panel. You can also access the Patterns panel via the Texture feature in Brushes. Do that via the Brush Settings panel. You can also access the patterns via the Edit menu and Fill. Go to the Contents drop-down and select Patterns. Select Script and Random Fill. Click on the pattern to display the Patterns panel. Again, it is identical to the main Patterns panel. Once you've selected your pattern, click OK. The Random Fill is a two-dialog operation. A second dialog will now appear, showing you a preview of the pattern. Change any of the settings such as colour, brightness, etc. and click OK. You can reapply the Random Fill over and over again to build up layers of designs. You can use it with different patterns. Sadly, there is no repeat fill command. You can, however, save it to an action. So there you have it, a great update to Photoshop with new pattern features. Hopefully, new features will be added in Photoshop CC 2021. I hope you found this tutorial about Photoshop of interest. I'm always adding new tutorials about Photoshop, Illustrator, and other parts of the Creative Cloud. Please subscribe to the Graphic Extras channel. Please add a comment or two, a dislike or like. Thank you very much.